You might want to get some valve oil. Hi, my name is Chris Kase. I'm a jazz trumpet player and educator living in Spain, and welcome to video number 2 in a series that looks at a book I've written entitled 21st Century Technique, Modern Technical Studies for Trumpet. This book is published by Balquhidder Music, and it's largely based on Herbert Clarke's technical studies for the cornet. I've attempted to modernize and update some of the studies with the hope that they could meet the technical demands of both the modern jazz and classical trumpet player. Clarke's original second study occupies just 2 pages of his book. I've dedicated over a third of my book, approximately 50 pages, to different variations on the second study. The original second study, of course, is a major key exercise. I've included it as a minor key exercise, an exercise on the whole tone scale, as well as 2 different variations that go through all the modes of the major scale: Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian, and some other scales as well. One of the most important things about practicing this group of exercises is to use a metronome. The second thing would be to find the right tempo for you, which you can do by finding what is your most difficult exercise and finding the fastest tempo at which you can play it without any mistakes. There you would have the correct tempo for that entire group of exercises. This tempo, hopefully with practice and time, will increase. Here's the first variation, exercise 2.1, which lowers the major third found in Clarke's original study a half step, thereby making it minor. A slightly more complicated variation would be to change Clarke's original major key exercise to a whole tone scale exercise. It's more difficult, it's very challenging, but it's great for finger technique and flexibility. I had actually been practicing both of these variations for many years before I actually wrote them down. When I finally did write them down, I came to the idea of transposing Clarke's Etude, which concludes his second study, into all 12 keys from the original G major. Once I finished transposing Etude number 2 in all 12 keys, I realized that Clarke's second study would make a great base to work on the different modes of the major scale. Regardless of the style of music you play, the exercises in this part of the book will afford you a great amount of finger facility. If you do play jazz and you improvise, this will help you in your melodic line playing with modal compositions or more modern types of tunes that have a different harmonic rhythm than the typical bebop or standard tune. The first variation we're going to see is in the Dorian mode, followed by a different exercise in the Mixolydian mode. At the end of this part of the book, I've included some suggestions as to how you can adapt the exercises to even more scales. As I mentioned before, there are approximately 50 pages of exercises of this type included in my book. Much more material than we could possibly get to know in the course of a short video. So please visit the Balquhidder Music website where you can download some sample pages and also purchase the book. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.